Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a strange burning ache deep in your stomach and thought, I guess that's just what happens when you get older? That's exactly what Margaret, a 72-year-old retiree from Ohio, used to tell herself. For months, she ignored the nagging pain. She thought it was just heartburn or maybe something she ate. But when she started losing weight without even trying and could barely finish a meal without feeling bloated and nauseous, she knew something was wrong. Her doctor ran a few simple tests and gave her the news a stubborn bacterial infection had been silently damaging her stomach lining for years. It's called Helicobacter pylori, or H. pylori for short, and it's more common than most people realize. In fact, more than half of all adults over 60 are carrying this bacteria right now, often without knowing it. For some, it never causes problems, but for others like Margaret, it can lead to painful ulcers, dangerous bleeding, and serious infections. The scariest part is that many people don't notice it until the damage is already done. So what exactly is this mysterious bacteria that silently lives inside so many of us? Helicobacter pylori is a type of bacteria that infects the lining of your stomach. Researchers believe most people are exposed to it during childhood. Once it's there, it can remain in your stomach for decades. The astonishing fact is that more than half the world's population carries H. pylori. Many seniors in particular have it and never even know it's there. Why? Because it doesn't always cause symptoms. For some, it just sits quietly coexisting with your body without much trouble. But in others, especially as we age and our stomach lining becomes more sensitive, H. pylori can create serious problems. It produces substances that weaken the protective mucus lining of your stomach, leaving it exposed to your own stomach acid. This irritation can lead to peptic ulcers, painful sores in the stomach, or small intestine, or even more serious complications. Some of the risks of leaving H. pylori untreated include ulcers that bleed and lead to dangerous internal bleeding blockages in the stomach that prevent food from passing properly, and even severe infections in the lining of the abdomen if the stomach wall is perforated. Even if you feel fine today, letting this bacteria linger unchecked could silently harm your digestive system over the years. One of the most surprising things about H. pylori is how easily it spreads, often without you realizing it. Researchers still don't know every detail about how the bacteria is transmitted, but we do know several likely ways it enters the body. The most common route is person-to-person contact. H. pylori can live in saliva, so sharing utensils, drinking from the same glass, or kissing someone who carries the bacteria can pass it along. Another common route is fecal-to-mouth transmission. This happens when someone doesn't wash their hands thoroughly after using the bathroom and then touches food, drinks, or surfaces that others come into contact with. H. pylori is also believed to spread through contaminated water or food. In some parts of the world where sanitation is poor, it's more common to pick up the bacteria from drinking water or undercooked food that has been exposed to bacteria. What's tricky is that you may have been infected decades ago back in childhood or early adulthood and never knew it. The bacteria can sit quietly in your stomach lining for years, even decades, before causing noticeable problems. That's one reason why it's so widespread, because people don't realize they're carrying it. They keep spreading it to others without meaning to. One of the most challenging things about H. pylori is that many people never feel a thing. The bacteria can live quietly in your stomach for years without any obvious signs. That's why doctors often call it a silent infection. But when symptoms do appear, they're usually the result of ulcers or irritation in the stomach lining, and they're important to pay attention to. Some of the most common symptoms of an active H. pylori infection include burning or aching pain in your upper abdomen, especially when your stomach is empty, loss of appetite, or feeling full unusually quickly when you eat, nausea, frequent burping, bloating, and even unintentional weight loss. In some cases, these symptoms can get worse over time, especially if ulcers begin to bleed. Serious complications of untreated H. pylori can include internal bleeding, obstructions in your digestive tract, and perforation if an ulcer creates a hole in the stomach or intestinal wall. If you notice any of these warning signs, or if you simply want to know your status, it's wise to talk to your doctor about getting tested. Testing is simple, and catching an infection early means you can treat it before it causes more damage. If you've been worried about H. pylori, and especially if you'd rather not rush straight into heavy medications, there's some good news. You can support your stomach health naturally with an approach inspired by a Japanese doctor's discovery. This simple home remedy Uses just 3 ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen: broccoli, sea salt, and water. And when combined with some smart dietary additions like ginger, it can help your body defend itself against H. pylori while soothing your digestive system. Broccoli is a powerhouse vegetable, but beyond its vitamins and minerals, it contains a natural compound called sulforaphane. This compound has been shown to have antibacterial properties and may help reduce H. pylori levels in the stomach while protecting the delicate lining from further irritation. Broccoli also has anti-inflammatory effects, which means it can help calm the inflammation caused by ulcers or an overactive stomach acid. Sea salt provides trace minerals and helps create an environment in your stomach that discourages harmful bacteria. It's a gentle natural addition that works in harmony with your body. Here's how to make the remedy. Take 1 medium-sized head of broccoli and wash it thoroughly under running water. In a small pot, bring about 8 ounces of water to a boil. Add a pinch of sea salt to the boiling water. Drop the washed broccoli into the pot and let it simmer for just 2 minutes. The broccoli should still be a little crisp, it doesn't need to be mushy. Remove it from the water, let it cool slightly, and eat it. That's it. Eat this serving of lightly boiled broccoli every morning and every night for 1 month. Consistency is key. You're giving your body daily doses of the natural compounds it needs to heal and protect itself. While you're at it, consider adding fresh ginger to your daily diet. Ginger is well known for its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, and it's gentle on your stomach. You can grate a little ginger into hot water to make a tea, or simply chew a thin slice before meals. Many people who've tried this natural regimen report less bloating, less discomfort after meals, and better digestion overall after just a few weeks. This remedy is not meant to replace medical advice. If you have serious symptoms, or if your doctor recommends medication, be sure to follow their guidance. But adding these natural foods to your diet can complement medical treatment, improve your stomach's resilience, and help you feel more in control of your health. Even if you feel fine now, and even if you've never been diagnosed, it's smart to take steps to protect your stomach as you age. H. pylori can linger for years without symptoms, and even after treatment, reinfection is possible if you're not careful. The good news is that simple hygiene habits and mindful eating can go a long way in keeping this bacteria at bay. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and warm water after using the bathroom and before every meal. Many infections are spread simply because of poor hand hygiene. Drink clean filtered water. Contaminated water is a common source of infection, especially in areas where sanitation is poor. Even here in the US, be cautious about well water or untreated sources. Practice good food hygiene. Make sure your fruits and vegetables are washed, meats are fully cooked, and kitchen surfaces are kept clean. Strengthen your immune system. Eat a balanced diet full of fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Sleep well, manage stress, and stay active. A stronger immune system helps your body fight infections before they take hold. Even if you've already had H. pylori, keeping up these habits helps prevent reinfection and protects your stomach health for years to come. Your stomach works hard for you every single day. Now it's your turn to take care of it. Don't ignore the warning signs, and don't wait until things get worse. Whether it's trying the simple broccoli and ginger remedy, improving your hygiene habits, or getting tested by your doctor, the steps you take today can protect your health tomorrow. We'd love to hear from you. Have you or someone you know ever struggled with ulcers or stomach problems? What helped you feel better? Share your story in the comments. Your experience could inspire and help someone else.